says tree protection zone, but the Bayswater Council will be cutting down the trees in this zone, not protecting them.
You would think a tree protection zone is a zone to protect trees, but in the Orwellian world, and in the city of Bayswater, a tree protection zone means an area where they're proposing to cut trees down, within that zone. It's a complete story. It's some sort of a weird spin that the city of Bayswater is trying to put on, the destruction of amenity trees, the destruction of heritage trees, the destruction of landmark and sort of cultural identity trees. They fit all the characteristics of being significant in terms of the Bayswater's physical and cultural heritage.
Greg Smith is a local resident and a former town planner. He believes that the Bayswater Council have said that the trees have come to the end of their useful life. But Greg argues that this is completely ageist.
It's like looking at me and saying, Greg, you've got grey hair, you're past 50, why don't we just euthanize you? Completely ageist.
The fence of trees surrounding Mr. Smith's house acts as a safety blanket, protecting his family from strong storms.
The trees also stop the winds from the south hitting my house. So the trees act as a sort of barrier to the strong winds from hitting my house. And I could see if they cut those trees down, the next strong winds we come from the south could rip my roof off. So, I see the trees as providing a sort of a safety blanket for my house.
The city of Bayswater is known as the Garden City, but Halliday Park, being a heritage site, is far from this. With already minimal plantations, the council is planning to cut down several trees with no guarantee of a replacement scheme.
Dealing with the city of Bayswater on this issue in terms of their signs is like dealing with someone who's imitating Orwell, and when it comes to consistency of policy, you're like dealing with a character out of a Franz Kafka novel. It's bizarre, absolutely bizarre.
The Bayswater Council were unable to comment on the issue. The only progress is Mr. Smith's letter from the Bayswater Council with the heading titled Tree Maintenance.
Well, I would like them to list Halliday Park in its town planning scheme. Currently, it's given the lowest heritage category. And remember, the park includes the War Memorial. Right? And that's where Anzac Day is celebrated every year in Bayswater. The current heritage status of this park is the lowest on the heritage list and provides zero statutory protection.
Trees are a source of life and provide much happiness for the local community. Cutting down these trees would have a significant emotional impact on the local residents. This has been Christy Muller for Undercurrent.